Good morning. Good morning. Darren here, the creative minimalist. Hello, Darren here, the creative minimalist. www.thecreativeminimalist.com. Welcome to a week that has been both creative and, believe it or not, minimal when it comes to my journaling process. What? I hear you ask. How have you been minimal, Darren? What have you been getting up to? Well, let me tell you, my dear friends. This week started off as normal. I did some work, got going, and then seemed to have some sort of ear infection or cold or something, which sort of knocked me out of focus, knocked me out of what I was doing, as a cold normally does. And with being knocked out of focus, I didn't feel too good. And then I realised that it was coming up to the end of March. I looked at the diary and thought, oh dear, it's the end of March. Well, fancy that. So I thought, it must be monthly review time. Time to do a monthly review. Then I thought, hey, hold on, March, that's the third month of the year. That means it's quarterly review time for me. And then I remembered that actually my year, I've always kept it going as a financial year, which basically runs from April to March, meant that it was yearly review time. So what I did was, feeling under the weather, I decided to shut everything down pretty much and did a combined monthly, quarterly, yearly review, which was really just a yearly review, and I'm still doing the monthly and quarterly parts, but the upshot of it all was that what you see before you now are the only journals that I am using, and I'll explain how they are going. I am using my planner, but that's more as a sort of personal sort of diary thing. And I do have my trusty passport Midori, which is my wallet. I do have my trusty, as I've mentioned before, capture device, which is always with me, and my wallet. I do have my Midori, but I'm not sure what it's being used for at the moment. That may find something. And I do have one of these Moleskine recipe journals, because one of the things that I'm doing is sorting out what I want to be eating and when I should be eating it, and I'm going to be using that for that. But apart from that, this is my daily setup. I have my minstrel's journal, which is my songwriting book. All the songs, ideas, poetry and stuff all goes in there. I will always have a separate songbook, I'm pretty sure. I will always have, this currently is my fiction book, where I'm writing fiction. Longhand first drafts. If you want to find out more about why I use an exercise book and longhand in first drafts, sign up for atickettorwrite.com and even join my course. Write a short story, write a story. Links below, and in April, a special discount, 60% off. I've gone mad. Not £25 for the course, but just £10. Just £10. And that's only a little over $10 for all you non-UK British pounds people, because the British pound is in such a state at the moment. it's a very good time for you to buy. So join me on that course. 12 videos, 6 PDFs, I think, if I remember rightly. 12 videos of exercises, teaching and fun. We have a fun time there as well as here. But anyway, that's my fiction, so I'll always have that with me. I've got my Planarchy zine. I'm going to be using this for April, I think. Pretty sure, as long as I've got the time to do it. This is available from my Etsy store. So if you want to see how I'm using that, just follow some videos. Hopefully I'll get some videos up quite soon on what I'm doing with that. But that's just well, I say it's temporary. This is what I use to guide me where I'm going. And so this is now my main journal. Everything will be going in here. It was just sort of images type things before, but now I'm getting a whole lot of writing stuff in there as well. I printed out some lined paper and I'm using that as a guide in here for when I want to write words. So I used it when I was doing my review, but when I don't want to write words, when I'm drawing, I can just use a plain paper. But I'm only using one journal. This currently is a Moleskine, but I do have some Leuchtturm journals as well, and plenty of others, and all those other journals that I'd half started will be used and following on from here. So I will be going through and using them all. A quick rundown of what a quarterly or yearly, actually it was more of a yearly review, or turned into a yearly review. I used the Getting Things Done method by David Allen. So we look at 5 or 6 views? Well, whatever. But basically 50,000 feet view. What's my purpose? Why am I on this planet? That's where I start. We then look at the vision. Once you know why you're here, what would you like to be doing in 5 years time, and where will you be? That's the vision, that's where you're heading. Then you drop down, you focus on your goals. All these goals then will lead into that vision. 30,000 feet, we have areas of focus or roles that you do. So I'm a writer, I make music, I teach, I'm a webmaster, I have to do my own marketing, I'm my own accountant, I need to sort out my home budget, I need to cook, I need to help, I'm a father, I'm a friend, I'm a learner, I'm a seeker, I'm a journal. Oh look, journalers went in both areas because journaling's just so important. Areas of focus. Then we have projects, and the projects all feed into the goals. So once you've got goals, each has a project. Sorry, that's 20,000. That's up that way. And 10,000 is up that way. It's a project. And then on the runway, that's where your next actions, the to-do list, fits right down there. So now what I did was I spent a while sort of working through this. So I've now got some clear goals and everyday things that I'm wanting to do in here, and then set up for April. So that's my April, my head-up display. I'm not sure what else I'll write in there. All things in here. So writing prompt, that will be the writing prompt for tomorrow or for Monday on a ticket to write. I've already got that in. Then I was thinking, what sounds better, 60% off or £15 off? I've gone with 60% off on the course at the moment, but I may change. That's the thing. But anyway, that's where April begins in there. But that's the journal. However, I've now got the bullet journal all neatly sorted out because I got to the end of that week. Got to the end of the week here on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. That was when I wasn't feeling well and I did my review and the vision. Then I put in my goals. Each of the goals on there, put my vision, version 1, because I think that will develop as a page. Then each goal got its own page with some projects or initial projects written down on there. So that's how I've laid that out. Then I put all my roles and focus down and various things under each of those, which will begin to get sorted. And then we got down to April. So all the things, this is my April review setup. I'm still doing it. I'm still in the process of setting April up, but there's my April setup with all the weeks. So week 14 starts on Monday. So this is very much the get everything ready. Then 15, 16, 17. That's what I'm doing on there. And that was yesterday's work. That covers up a little mistake. You can make mistakes in your bullet journals. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. And I'm gonna get going on Sunday here. Oh, look at the time. This is taking ages, but it feels good. It feels good because I feel organised. I hope you're enjoying this little romp through things. They're my weeks. I've been doing these weekly things. Just weekly sort of focus cards, but I'm going to do them now for a whole month as I lay out my month with a little space to develop them. So I will see how that goes. I need to set up my board, my mood board for April, to see what I'm viewing and doing, but that is what I've done. So my bullet journal, these are basically all that I need to do and things, and for rapid journaling captured. I've got my main journal, then my fiction, and then my songwriting journal, my capture device, and that's pretty much it. I've emptied out all that pile of journals that I was holding on to, and I'm focusing down. I've been minimal, people. Minimal in journaling, but minimal in its true sense. Not minimal meaning not having anything, but minimal meaning using what we need and having a need for all those things. And I've been creative. And now I'm going to get on with my day, drink copious amounts of coffee, and bullet journal away. Happy journaling to you all, and I shall see you soon. This is Darren, the Creative Minimalist, www.thecreativeminimalist.com, saying I shall see you soon, or au revoir. Goodbye.